I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That's what President Trump posted on Truth Social about those he calls fools who think he hasn't been tough enough on Iran. The morning after he signed the deal with Iran at the end of the G7 summit in France to end the conflict.
We're never going to let them have a nuclear weapon.
Now, Iran's president also signed the agreement that'll open the Strait of Hormuz to oil and other shipping, which President Trump says will avoid an economic catastrophe. The deal also gives Iran sanctions relief, sets up a reconstruction fund, and would unfreeze some of their assets, which is getting criticized by some Republicans and Democrats in Congress. But the president insists
it's not our money, it's their money, and we froze it. At a certain point in time, I guess we're going to have to give it back.
Fox's Trey Yingst reports from Tel Aviv.
As for the missile program of Iran, President Trump said from France yesterday that the Iranians will have some missiles because neighboring countries have missiles. There was a lot of reaction across the region to those comments, but this is not a final deal with the Iranian regime. This is an extension of the ceasefire between the United States and Iran. He said if they don't adhere to the terms of this deal and don't ultimately give up their nuclear program, that he would resume the bombing campaign against the Islamic Republic.
War Secretary Pete Hegseth is at a NATO meeting in Brussels, calling on allies to take more responsibility for their own security in Europe.
Capable of deterring right here on the continent and taking the lead for the conventional defense.
Hegseth also announced a 6-month review of American forces stationed in Europe. One of the men charged in the plot the FBI thwarted to stage a White House attack, Daniel Eskridge, due in court today in Missouri.
Prosecutors say the 5 men arrested plan to deploy drones armed with explosives in and around the UFC Freedom 250 event last Sunday in order to force an evacuation, and then planned to deploy snipers to fire upon high-value targets within the fleeing crowd.
That's Fox's Chanley Painter. America's listening to Fox News.
The Fox News Books podcast returns for a 3rd season with all American patriotism. Hosted by Fox and Friends weekend co-host Rachel Campos Duffy. Celebrate 250 years of America's greatness through the stories of service, family, and pride that encapsulates the American dream. Join Rachel as she highlights traditional American values that have been at the core of this nation for 250 years and will continue for the next 250. Follow and listen now at foxnewspodcasts.com.
America, raise a glass to our 250th birthday with the Fox News Wine Shop, featuring limited edition USA 250 wines. Plus, get 20% off your first purchase with code FNRadio20. And remember, wines are delivered straight to your door, so don't wait. Order now at foxnewswineshop.com and use code FNRadio20 to save. 20% discount excludes wine club offers and cannot be combined with any other promotion. Expires July 31st, 2026. Must be 21 or older to order. Please drink responsibly.
Well, this U.S.-Iran deal reopening the Strait of Hormuz has oil prices down another almost 2%. Gas has dipped back down just under $4 a gallon now for AAA's national average for regular. On Wall Street, stock futures are rising the day after a big sell-off dragged the Dow down 500 points off its record high following a Fed decision.
There's new leadership at the Federal Reserve, but for the time being, the central bank is not making changes to its key interest rate.
Economic activity is expanding at a solid pace, despite elevated uncertainty that owes in part to the conflict in the Middle East.
Federal Reserve Chairman Kevin Warsh confirmed to his post last month after being nominated by President Trump, says the Board of Governors was unanimous in keeping rates steady as inflation remains above the Fed's target of 2%. President Trump has pushed for lower rates and was critical of policy decisions made during the tenure of former Fed Chair Jerome Powell. In Washington, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
This is a big day in Chicago.
Bruce Springsteen, U2's Bono, and The Edge, and Pearl Jam's Eddie Vedder are in the lineup for the grand opening of the Obama Presidential Center in Chicago at 11 Central Time. The reveal on Instagram came by way of a group chat featuring former President Barack Obama, adding people to his phone chat who will also appear at the ceremony. The lineup also includes former First Lady Michelle Obama, Stevie Wonder, John Legend, and more. The Obama Presidential Center's official website says, in part, the live-streamed event brings together global leaders, artists, change makers, and citizens for an inspiring celebration of the values that shaped the Obama presidency. Michelle Polino, Fox News.
It's Celebration Day in New York for Knicks fans.
We're here. We're bonded by one team, one city, one championship.
He staked out his spot in Manhattan last night for this morning's victory parade that starts in a few hours after the Knicks won their first NBA title in 53 years. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. One teen dead, another is seriously wounded in a shooting in Champaign. It happened Monday night near North McKinley Avenue and Paula Drive. 16-year-old boy also located nearby with a gunshot wound. Both sent to hospitals. The 16-year-old died, the 17-year-old in stable condition. Champaign County nursing home violations and fines have sharply increased as officials continue planning a new long-term care facility. The CU Citizen Access Review found a rise in regulatory penalties tied to care quality issues, prompting renewed scrutiny of oversight practices. Village of Rantoul continues to generate revenue from dozens of businesses leasing space to the former Chinook Air Force Base. Meanwhile, the U.S. Air Force still conducting a $55 million environmental cleanup of remaining contaminated areas. Officials say these leases boosting economic activity even as remediation work progresses. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
Yeah, well, it was real turbulent yesterday. Yep. Holy mackerel.
I can see all obstacles in my way.
Sounds like the worst in the Charleston-Mattoon region.
That's right.
And,
fact, declaration of state of emergency in Charleston following this severe storm.
Hit pretty hard, I guess. Yeah, well, Greg Solier had it going on yesterday, and when I asked him about when I asked you, Greg, about is this real? Yes. You said yes.
Right, and we were kind of surprised at that.
Well, when you say yes, it's like, oh, I'm getting under the table.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Because you hold those pretty close to your vest. You don't just say stuff. You when you say it, it's like, ah, crap. Okay. Well, anyway, it was a bumpy day. You said 2, maybe 3 systems. I don't know about the third one, but the second one was pretty violent down in Charleston. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Effingham, and when things were rocking and rolling around here in the late afternoon and early evening. A pretty amazing transition. You go from hours of steady rain, and then you go from 60s to the 80s within like 90 minutes to 2 hours, and it's all it took. Just get the warmth to the surface and be off to the races with the severe weather. I don't think it was as at least from the counts and number of severe weather events. As dramatic as it should have been, especially as it went to east and south of us. But, a fair shake of wind and hail. And generally, I think it's been about 2 inches we picked up on average. Over the past 5 to 10 days, 3 to 5 inches over a pretty broad area of the central Corn Belt. If I look at some of these gauges from Iowa to western Ohio and points on southward.
Well, I'm sure it's really soggy in the field, soggy in my yard.
Unfortunately.
Really. Now remember a month ago? It's a drought.
Right.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, turn off the faucet.
Yeah, it was easily an inch, right around an inch and a quarter into the northern end of the state, southern Wisconsin as well from this system. No severe, although actually there were a couple of stronger storms that came out of the Twins down to the Dells and areas just north and northwest of Chicagoland yesterday, probably 8, 9, 10 o'clock last night. So.
Okay, so we probably get a week off or something nice, huh? Nothing. Cool.
No, I wish it were. I wish it were the case. The beat goes on. Welcome to El Nino and its pals and chums, and maybe mid to late July. I think we try to make the pendulum swing a little bit more favorable, but I don't know how much more water we're going to be able to take around here in the next couple of weeks to come.
Weather with our meteorologist Greg Solier, brought to you by the Urbana Park District.
Reminding you, their Juneteenth celebration, 30 to 8, has the band on stage at Prairie Park and the Urbana Free Library, also Urbana, lots of resources and fun near the Health and Wellness Center. Prairie Park, 5:30 to 8 today, as we postpone neighborhood nights to tonight with New Souls on stage.
All right, Mr. Meteorologist, what say you here for the next few days? What do we got?
Well, the west wind's into position. The air trying to dry on out. Temperatures pretty comfortable into the 60s. 60 Fort Willard and Savoy, 63 Paxton, 66 at Danville. Get up towards Peoria, Bloomington, Normal. Boy, they were hard hit with a couple of severe weather outbreaks and rainfall as well. They're probably in the higher end of that, maybe 6 to 8 inch range the past week to 10 days out there. But 63 at Bloomington, Normal. Still a little bit of shower activity. Some sprinkles around Beardstown. That's tracking to the east and east-southeast. So maybe southern Champaign County and points south south, we're still have a few morning sprinkles, mid to late morning sprinkles, and maybe this afternoon as well. And markedly cooler air. We fall back into the 50s out northwest of the Mississippi and 40s across parts of the Dakotas. So this cool air mass continues to lay on out. Disturbances will be running the periphery of the expanding heat in the desert southwest and the southern plains. Brother Johnny's place dealing with the remnants of what was a few hours worth of Tropical Storm Arthur, the first one of the season for the Gulf and Atlantic basin. Just some rain down there at the current time. In Florida bound, if you are, well, 110-degree heat indices expected there in the coming days. That's hot stuff for those folks down there any time of the year. Anyway, back this way for the day today, a partly sunny day's worth of weather. A couple of sprinkles will come along here mid to late morning and maybe into the early afternoon. 73 the high. That's 10 shy of normal. That's another problem. We need 80s and 60s to get the right accumulation per day of what they call growing degree day units, whether it's based on corn or soybeans or what have you. We're going to continue to fall by the wayside, hence slower crop growth at the moment. And they're sitting in water as well. So, I don't know, things not looking very bullish here going forward over the next few weeks. In any event, 55 tonight, so a cooler, drier air mass. That's sunny for the day tomorrow and a partly sunny Saturday. So we get 3 days of dry time. That helps. 77 tomorrow, up to 82 on Saturday. Back into showers and thunderstorms Sunday. Sunday night winds down Monday. Maybe another inch or two. Maybe a little lesser severe potential, but at least some substantial rains again at 77 on Sunday. First day of summertime and Father's Day. Then Monday, the rains move out at 75. Still in the mid to upper 70s Tuesday and Wednesday, and signs of another wet weather system late Thursday and Friday next week. Again, temperatures below average, inching close to 80 degrees. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
You're saying 3 days, though. We got 3 here. We got today, tomorrow, Saturday.
Crawl before you can walk, before you can run, they say.
No, anything at this second. I got to get another mowing in, man. So I got to get...
I know.
I got to get that
He's
going.
going to be slogging around. Use a hydroplane or something to cut it.
All right, my friend. Thanks so much, Greg. Appreciate it. Greg Solier, meteorologist. 7:12. I remember the moment I saw my wife's U of I student ID. I said, "What's Philo's zip code doing on your ID?" He said, "That's not Philo's zip code. That's my birthday." He said, "I got to be kidding me. What are the odds of that?"
864.
What are the odds of that?
Yeah, how about that?
How many people do you know that have Philo's zip code? Anyway,
happy birthday, Janet.
Janet's got a birthday. If you know her, call her, text her.
Mm-hmm.
Let her know.
Easy way to remember it.
Well, there's that.
My husband's coming up in a couple of days. Father's Day is coming up.
Is his birthday Tolono zip code?
No, it's not.
61877
61880.
80. So he'd have to be 46.
Yeah.
Well, he looks 46. Anyway,
he was 49 when we met.
Congratulations to my wife. Another birthday. We're so thankful she was born. Here we go. 7:13 on ESPN 93.5. We jump to our morning sports this morning to get her going with the Cubs winning good.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. And then the Cardinals lost. They probably weren't going to sweep San Diego, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Right. The Cubs with PCA and Dansby Swanson got some homers. 8-6 was the final. They're off today and will be hosting Toronto tomorrow with a 1:20 start. You'll hear the action over on US 105.9. San Diego on top yesterday over the Cardinals 6-1. Here's more details.
The Redbird Recap is sponsored by Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. Heal your home with Helitech.
With Ricky Orton, I'm John Rooney. And yesterday at Busch Stadium, the Cardinals were going for a sweep of the San Diego Padres. They couldn't get the job done. The Padres scored in the first inning, added on. They added on again, a 3-0 lead. The Cardinals got a run as Alec Burleson singled in a run, extending his hitting streak to 17, but they didn't get any more. Jackson Merrill hit a 2-run homer and a 3-run ninth, and San Diego won 6-1.
It was a quality start for Kyle Leahy, but he picked up the loss. He went 6 innings, giving up 3 runs. The Cardinals' bullpen wasn't good after that, although Matt Swanson pitched well, and the Cardinals just couldn't get enough hits against a pretty good Padres pitching staff.
The Cardinals won 2 out of 3 and go to Kansas City to play 3 starting tonight.
Cardinals so close to getting to that +10, and maybe they can get there on this road trip.
They'll start out with Matthew Liberatore at 3-3 against lefty Noah Cameron 3-4. Airtime 5:45 tonight. Ricky will go over the lineups at 6:30, and I'll bring you the first pitch at 6:40 from Kauffman Stadium.
Is your home showing symptoms of foundation issues? Your home's wet basement, dingy crawl space, musty smells, cracked walls, or unlevel concrete shouldn't be ignored. Helitech can help. Life happens in your home. You and your family deserve the best. Helitech offers proven solutions in waterproofing, drainage, concrete leveling, and foundation repair services. Contact us for a free inspection at helitechonline.com.
When the water's high, we'll keep your basement dry. Heal your home with Helitech.
Cody Bellinger was hot yesterday, one shot short of the cycle with the New York Yankees over the Chicago White Sox 10-5 yesterday in New York. It's a 6:05 start as that series concludes. Let's see, USA and Australia. There's all this soccer trending stories.
No, my
World
attention.
Cup is a weekend, so. Australia and USA tomorrow.
Yep, and we're probably not favored to win that, but you know what? Let's see if we can get 2 wins. We've had 10 since 1920.
That's
10
right.
wins.
That's right.
So you won one. Can you win another one? I mean, it's I'm probably going to at least check in on it. But you know what Japan does? Japan brings garbage bags.
Okay.
They bring garbage bags and wave them and stuff, and that's kind of what they... You know what they do after the game?
Okay, what?
They go clean the stadium.
Oh, nice.
I'd say...
That's a good idea.
Kudos to Japan.
But who's going to do that in America?
I would.
I mean...
I represent... If I had a bag and they said, hey, can you clean up these 3 aisles? Sure. Why not? I mean, I think it's extraordinarily a nice idea.
That is.
We'll leave behind a clean place, not a mess.
Because a garbage bag doesn't take up much space.
Yeah,
you fold it up and you can wave it
who
around.
started that in Japan? But
Right. All we've
kudos.
got is tarps off in St. Louis's Busch Stadium. That was trending for a little while.
What was off?
With the guys taking their shirt off. I don't know why
They're doing
call
that
it
all the time.
I know.
Yeah, it's a new thing, and Ollie Marmol was buying their tickets for at least a few games.
It was, I think, the college night when the college fellas were
Well, I
taking
think it's
off
a new deal.
and doing them like a lasso over your head
right.
kind of thing as a rally towel.
Yep. As with all humans, some look better with their shirt off
Exactly.
than others.
Dude, keep that shirt on.
It's cool. It really is that the Cardinals got a little thing going on. Listen, the Cardinals are far exceeding their expectations so far this year. Nobody expected a darn thing like last place. And lo and behold, they're in second place and definitely scaring a wild card position at this moment. So anyway, it's fun. Again, the greatest seasons are when you expect nothing. And then, whoa, they won a game?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier. I mean, Illinois going to go into the football season with high expectations. And, I don't know. I don't know. Do you? I mean, what do we know about Illinois, really? You got a new quarterback?
Yeah.
Where's Luke?
Well, and the
Luke not
recruitment news.
Luke!
That's right, and we're excited that at least Dane Eisenminger, a Unity Rocket, is in the running. I mean, he's probably in the depth chart.
Well, he's in the depth chart.
As far as quarterback.
Count him anytime soon.
Right.
But he's at Illinois, and
That's right.
Love to see Dane suit up and play for Illinois. That'd
Me
be awesome.
too. And 3-star running back Stephen Alexis from Colorado, and Bennett Conkey, a 4-star recruit wide receiver for the class of 27.
He's really fast. He won both the 100 and 200 races.
100-yard dash in 10.39.
Nuts. Weather brought to you by Carl.
Reminding you, always looking for good people on their team. If you've got a passion for healthcare, you can visit carl.org/careers.
Okay, again, nice few days here coming up. It's 7:19.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Much needed quiet and dry time for the next couple of 2 or 3 days across the area. Coming off widespread 1 to 3 inch rainfall. And of course, the severe weather as expected late yesterday. Partly sunny skies for the day. Today, cool for the time of year. High temperature just about 73, almost 10 shy of normal. And that's not going to help with growing degree day units and the wet and saturated and soaked fields. Maybe even a sprinkle comes along from time to time. The northwest wind at 12 to 24. Fair to partly cloudy, cooler tonight. Good sleeping weather down to 55. Tomorrow, sunny, 77 on a bit of a light northwest to west wind. We'll bottom out with a few clouds tomorrow night to 57. Partly sunny, tad warmer for the day on Saturday. Highs approaching seasonal norms at about 82, but back into showers and thunderstorms on the increase here for the day on Sunday. They'll wind down on Monday, another inch plus expected. Highs at 77 on Sunday. Monday high 75, mid and upper 70s Tuesday and Wednesday. More rain back in the forecast late next week. For Stevie Day Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
At Busey Wealth Management, we're proud to partner with individuals, families, and foundations, ensuring possibilities become achievements. From preserving and enhancing your assets to securing your legacy for future generations, we're focused on your success. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini, member FDIC.
I'm Jerry Willis, and this is the Fox Business Report. Kroger says its sales held up better than expected in the recent quarter, topping business from a year ago, and Kroger is standing by its forecast for the year. Kroger's shares are narrowly higher. Stock futures are higher, and crude oil prices have retreated after President Trump signed an agreement to wind down the Iran conflict. Brent crude, the global benchmark, is at $78 a barrel. West Texas Intermediate has retreated to $75. AAA's national average for gasoline has dropped below $4 a gallon to $3.99. Investors are bracing for a less predictable Federal Reserve. New Fed Chair Kevin Warsh pulled back from signaling possible moves on interest rates, and now traders are signaling they believe there could be an interest rate hike in September. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
What if the most dangerous killers weren't hiding in the shadows, but living right next door? Fox Nation Investigates presents The Killer Next Door.
Bodies were appearing everywhere. People went missing. Bodies were coming up on the ocean.
Once they put my brother John into Gacy's house, you kind of knew he didn't come out.
Go to foxtruecrime.com for more series like this, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust. Fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across Central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs. Ready when you need them, anytime, anywhere.
When sewer or septic trouble hits, visit Berg Sewer and Septic. Family owned and proudly serving Central Illinois, Berg specializes in sewer repair, septic service, water line repairs, sump pumps, and drainage solutions. They don't upsell, they solve the problem right the first time. From backups to breakdowns, count on Central Illinois' most trusted septic service. Berg Sewer and Septic. Dependable, honest, local. Get a second opinion you can trust. Visit bergtanksinc.com.
If you've been dreaming of a new home or thinking of ways to make your home all it can be, dream no more. Fisher National Bank works every day to help you turn dreams into a reality. With experienced mortgage lenders, competitive rates, fast approvals, and local servicing, their mortgage experts will guide and support you throughout the process. Start your journey today at any location or begin the application online at fishernational.com. They can't wait to welcome you to your perfect home. Fisher National Bank, exceptional communities, exceptional people, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, 7:23. John Decker is coming up today. He'll be up in the next 10 minutes. John Decker, Gray Television's White House correspondent.
I feel like the G7 was a success.
Yeah, it was. And President Trump signed, like where they signed the Treaty of Versailles.
Right.
In outside Paris, he signed, and so did the Iranian, whoever the guy signed. I guess he's the guy in charge. I don't know. I don't think anybody really knows. The mullahs are in charge. So some other guy signed it. So it is signed. Now, why am I not excited? Because I don't trust them. And so they've lied and cheated for 47 years and held the world hostage, essentially. So anyway, we'll see what happens. But Donald Trump said he'll drop bombs on their head. He said that if they don't behave. So can other countries invest in Iran? Apparently. Will they be getting $300 billion? That is actually their money that we took. We froze.
Right.
We froze their money.
Frozen.
Yeah, and if they do everything, I mean, what's up in Venezuela? Remember Maduro?
Right.
He's now in our custody. He and his wife, and the vice president took over, and it's going swimmingly. So maybe she wasn't on the page. I mean, what are you going to do if you have a dictator?
Right.
You going to say anything? Could be bad for you.
Yes.
You're no longer the vice president. You're in jail and maybe dead.
I know.
So anyway, so that's worked out. Venezuela's worked out. Boy, it's been quiet. Crickets. Nobody's talking about that. And then if, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to imagine it working when you're working with Iran and these mullahs What you'd like to see, obviously, is a change. And now, it may be the people the ninth string will be more reasonable and not demand your death, which would be good.
Well, it looks like there's an extended 60-day period where, they want resolution for this conflict.
Yeah.
But with the Iran nuclear program, it just makes things a little fuzzy.
You also have some of the Guard members that would literally blow themselves up to stop it because they're not interested in peace. They're interested in you going their way or else. That's what's the last 50 years.
But when the deal was signed, they say, defending the proposal, it would stave off economic catastrophe.
Yeah, no, we needed to get something rolling. So more talking, but will it hold? Well, pray that it does. Okay, so I've never made a birthday cake in my life.
Oh, yeah.
How is that possible?
It's so much easier to buy something.
I'm sure I've prepared 500 meals on a grill.
Right.
I mean, I've done that a lot. I can make a breakfast. I can make you the best Bisquick pancakes.
I am also the breakfast person.
I can make you pancakes. I'm not saying breakfast necessarily. I'm good at pancakes.
Oh.
How you want your eggs? Broke that one, sorry.
Right.
But I can do pancakes, French toast, stuff like that. But
yes.
Cake? So anyway, I was going to buy the $26 cake at Schnucks. And then I'm going, $26?
Yeah.
Cake mix with $1.49.
Okay.
You get the generic, and I got the generic.
Okay.
So I thought, it's
plot
probably
thickens.
It was Janet likes white cake, so I got white frosting in the jar or whatever, the tub, whatever that is. And I thought felt pretty good about my $4 cake. And then I go home, put it in the pan, spray it. I do all that.
Yeah.
I'm not an idiot. I'm not great, but I certainly know the spray.
I mean, you've obviously done the mix with the water and the eggs and butter.
I had to read it. I didn't know what was
Right.
I mean, if we did it from scratch, it was a whole thing. I read the directions, put it all in, make sure that the knife comes out clean.
Okay,
I did all that.
Okay.
What I did not know, I did not see, I did not read anywhere is that you can't frost something hot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a cooling stage where you just let it sit.
No, it wasn't in my instructions.
Okay, so then the top is coming off with the frosting.
Well, first of all, to get it out of the thing isn't easy. But what I needed was patience.
Yes.
I needed patience. I should have known that you don't do it hot. And guess what happened? I now call it white crumble cake.
Okay, white crumble cake.
Yeah, so it's a...
but you can dish that up in a bowl and...
No, listen, it wasn't even possible to do a bowl. You had to get a spoon and everybody dig in.
Okay.
One of those things.
I like that.
Well, anyway, so I brought the cake out and I had it covered because I just tell them I had never made a cake. And
okay, were you singing as you brought
well,
out
no,
the
I
cake
couldn't.
cover?
None of us could sing. It was, my stomach hurts laughing so hard.
Oh, my God.
Because what is that? Janice said, did you sit on this?
Did you sit on my cake?
And I thought, frankly, that was generous.
Okay.
I did. I really said, well, that's kind of you that it didn't I didn't run over it in the car or something.
The settling and the cooling afterwards.
Yeah, well, it's a mess now. I mean, so I was using, it ended up being, okay, I can salvage this. And I was using the frosting as glue.
Uh-huh.
Because I said, okay, this is sticky.
That's right.
This could hold this puppy together. And I had to serve it on the cooling tray because you couldn't touch it. Because the thing was going to fold like an earthquake building.
I see.
It was gone.
Did you have a candle on top?
I had 6 of them, yeah.
Okay.
So all 6 held in there somehow. But they were about to go.
Okay.
It's like a sand thing in the beach where you sink.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it was
a sandcastle.
Yeah. So, but the report on it was like a perfect story of never judge a book by the cover. Taste wasn't bad.
Right.
And after dinner, I said, Janet, I'm not going to keep this. And she went, no, that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
no leftovers on the cake.
That's Janet about the cake, but it was, but literally happy. But none of us could do that.
Uh-huh.
We could not. After they saw that thing, and then Benjamin said, "Well, let's have a contest, worst looking cake ever." I said, "You could not do this if you tried.
Right?
You could not make this thing look like this if you tried." It was amazing because it was almost oblong, and pieces that had fallen off, and I'd kind of pasted them back on.
Okay.
I used everything but duct tape, and didn't do that.
But
so.
yeah, you're right. You do have a little adhesiveness to
With
with the icing.
frosting. But boy, does that, hey, memo to self, hot cake, don't frost.
Okay.
And Janet kind of knew what I was doing and said, that has to cool. And
Yeah.
Dang it. And she said, by the way, you're supposed to kind of frost the tops of
Flop
each.
it in the beginning.
I didn't have any.
Middle,
I
and then
have any in the middle. I had just
your
stacked
first
them,
time,
stacked them,
Stevie.
popped the puppies
Oh,
together,
good.
and it was like, okay, I missed the frosting step. I did it at the wrong time, and yet the taste, because it was boxed, was
But
okay.
you nailed the taste. So
Taste was good.
There
yeah.
you go. You
It
got a
was-
C.
It was
on
an
the
absolute zero on appearance.
Okay.
As we'll talk to Tim Onstadt coming up.
That's right.
Next hour. But it was I'd say a 6 or 7 on the taste.
There you go.
I am Stevie J. That's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
Time for the news. John Decker is next.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. The U.S. and Iran signed on the dotted line. It's another step toward ending the war for good. Fox's Trey Yanks in Tel Aviv.
Many details still have to be discussed in relation to Iran's nuclear program. They have made commitments in this memorandum of understanding, and now Iran's top negotiators will meet with American mediators to try and work out a path forward. We know the Qataris are involved in this process to actually make the schedule of when these meetings are going to take place.
The deal also eases sanctions and opens the Strait of Hormuz. A little rain in the forecast for the ticker tape parade in Lower Manhattan to celebrate the NBA champion New York Knicks. Some fans lining up overnight. Fox 5 New York reporter Robert Moses along the Canyon of Heroes.
People as far as the eye can see, and every so often this crowd will break out in chants.
The celebration begins at 10 a.m. Eastern. America is listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Central Illinois community still cleaning up after powerful storms caused widespread damage and outages in Champaign. Crews handling 150 service calls for downed limbs and damaged signs, and Staley Road remains closed due to downed poles there. They warn more rain could cause flooding due to blocked sewers. A teen hospitalized after being shot Tuesday in Rantoul. Police responded, but the details and suspects' information and motives not yet released. The shooting comes amid a series of related youth shooting incidents across Champaign County this week, prompting renewed calls for community safety initiatives. Champaign County officials enacted a 1-year moratorium on new data center construction. It follows a wave of serious development inquiries. The pause aligns the county with similar efforts across Illinois to evaluate environmental and infrastructure impacts of large-scale data facilities. And that's what's happening. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Check your weather, brought to you by Kurt Lenshaw. He's at State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, Kurt and State Farm are there. Well, we had a turbulent day yesterday.
Yes,
in fact,
we did.
Tim Onstadt, our pitmaster, his nephew got tossed around in a car.
Right.
During all this down in the Charleston-Mattoon area. And also Effingham, I guess, got hit pretty hard.
Up the car.
Yeah, that's what happens if you do the tornado thing. We had him around. All right, here he is. Looks good for the next few days.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. For East Central Illinois, Champaign and vicinity, everything working out, unfortunately, as expected yesterday. Soaking rains, late day into the evening, severe weather over some parts of the area. At least the next 2 or 3 day time frame is drier, a bit on the cool side for the time of year. 2 more rain systems ahead back into the weekend and late next week as well. Boy, those waterlogged fields will be a problem going forward here in the days and weeks to come, and the cool weather too. 73 today is about 10 shy of normal, partly sunny, maybe a sprinkle comes along, and a northwest wind at 12 to 24. Fair to partly cloudy, 55 for tonight. Sunny and 77 tomorrow, and a light west-northwest wind. Back into the 50s tomorrow night. Partly sunny, a bit warmer up to 82 with a bit of a south wind for the day on Saturday. A couple of rounds of showers and thunderstorms. Sunday night, more shower activity winding down early Monday. Another inch plus expected in the gauge at 77 for the high on Sunday. Monday high 75, mid to upper 70s Tuesday and Wednesday. Kind of a couple of showers and thunderstorms. High temperatures approaching 80 late next week. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
John Decker. John Decker. John Decker. I want to talk to John Decker. He is the one we know. I want to talk to John Decker. He's at the White House in press room.
John Decker. John Decker.
Yeah, even children in combine sing the theme.
Decker. John Decker.
Popularity not on the charts yet, but maybe from his home office, I presume, this morning. John Decker, is that where you are?
Yes, I am on my way to the White House. The president got back to the White House at
4 a.m. this morning, so a little bit late start for everybody involved regarding the covering of the White House, what goes on at the White House. So the president deserves a little bit of rest this morning.
So when the president is out of the country, I mean, do you guys kind of, the ones that do not go on this particular trip, do you bags of Doritos, go to the press room, hang around, play video games? I mean, what happens?
Well, it's calmer. It's calmer, but having said that, I'm still covering what is happening over, in this case, in France. So, I mean, it's not like it's a big vacation for me, but it's a little calmer, and certainly it's quiet at the White House when the president is away.
But now the adrenaline can flow once again as the president returns home to the house. Okay, so
it's true.
It's a signing in Versailles, somewhat historic, of the Treaty of Versailles, etc. So why am I not jubilant? Because I guess I don't trust the deal. I mean, I don't trust them.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why. And it's not just you, Stevie. There are a number of big supporters of the president. These are people that back the president on just about everything, certainly on foreign policy. But they're very critical of this memorandum of understanding that the president signed last night. Among those people critical, someone you see often on Fox News, General Jack Keane. He doesn't trust the Iranians for the same reasons. In addition to that, Mark Thiessen, he's another regular Fox contributor. He, too, is critical. And then in Congress itself, Ted Cruz is critical. The national security, like Grant, critical of this deal as well. And it's all for reasons that you mentioned, and also because there are some things contained in this memorandum of understanding that are missing. There is any of this idea that Iran will no longer support these proxies for Iran in the region, like the Houthi rebels and Hezbollah. No mention of that. Iran giving up its ballistic missiles, and just an agreement to talk about the possibility of Iran giving up its nuclear weapons.
Well, I think, and this is the first time I can remember, you're fading in a little bit with whatever you're on the move today. But are you there, John?
I am right here.
Okay.
Absolutely,
yeah.
yes.
A little fadey on the cell towers near Washington, near George Washington, where you starred as a student. Hey, so, I understand all of that. I mean, I don't think anybody wanted to, I don't remember ever him saying, hey, let's go in and get rid of these guys and get your chance to take over. I don't know how the Iranians are ever going to take over without weapons or what have you, and they get shot in the street if they protest. But, I mean, is it not a way to get, we got a political event. Midterms, right? So this is at least a step forward to say, okay, maybe we get a little more room, maybe we don't. The Iranians know what they're doing. They're smart people. The bad guys know what they're doing. They're smart people. So it's a way to at least get to the next base. I mean, it is June. Midterms coming up. People are not happy about oil prices, etc. So you get to the next base and said, hey, I'm dropping a bomb in their head if they don't behave. Is that good?
Well, that's right. So we don't know how long this peace would last, how long before the president decides, Iran's not complying, and then this conflict begins anew. But in the meantime, the president did acknowledge yesterday that economic factors did play a part in his decision to sign this memorandum of understanding. He's seen oil prices reach some really high levels, gas prices hit high levels, and now they're coming down. And the reason being is because agreement calls for immediately reopening the Strait of Hormuz, as well as the U.S. Removing its naval blockade of Iranian ports.
Okay, so it's a way forward that maybe gives you a glimmer, because A, I don't trust them, but B, is there any way that you could fall into what appears to be a Maduro situation with their vice president in Venezuela, where she's not all in on what Maduro was? And is it possible that you get the eighth string be a little more moderate?
No, no. It's just hardliner after hardliner. So, the president speaks of regime change, but you're just substituting one hardliner individual who's not for any kind of freedom for the Iranian people for another individual who feels the same way. So no movement on that front. And the people that, signed off on this deal representing Iran are the same people that have been prosecuting this war. And that the mullahs, the supreme leader, the individuals that represent the military, the IRGC, and of course the political people of Iran, and the Speaker of Iran's parliament.
Well, I guess then you could conclude that maybe the best thing we're going to get out of this is we set them back. But as I've mentioned before, it might be a game of whack-a-mole. They resurface in 10 years, and you got to go do something. Or if you don't, then guess what? They get on track again. But at least we put them back, it would appear.
Well, we shall see. I think that's the best way to describe it. So the president signed this MOU last night while he was at the Palace of Versailles. So there's no need for a signing ceremony tomorrow, which was set to take place in Switzerland. But the vice president, J.D. Vance, Jared Kushner, and Steve Witkoff, they're still traveling to Switzerland. They're going to be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They will begin this process of 60 days of negotiations with Iran aimed at getting Iran to commit fully to inspectors to make certain that they are not pursuing a nuclear weapon.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. But anyway, we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, I just don't think so.
But another of the 14 points, it talks about the sanctions and oil and military and territorial, immediate and permanent end to military operations on all fronts, including Lebanon, and the Strait of Hormuz. Obviously, that's safe passage of commercial vessels, all toll-free for the next 60 days. So that's a win.
Just for the next, exactly. So it's just for number two, it removes sanctions on Iran. So they can continue to derive a significant amount of oil revenue from their oil sales. We're talking about tens and tens of millions of dollars every day that will go into the treasury of Iran that they can use to fund all of their malign activity, those proxies like Hezbollah in the region.
Well, again, as you say, time will tell on the whole bunch of it, and we'll see. I think people are semi-excited that it's possible, but again, these guys know stall tactics. If you want to see kind of the de facto end of Donald Trump, give the House and the Senate to the Democrats, and all you get is nothing done, and a fourth impeachment, ninth impeachment, whatever it is. You're going to get all that. I read it like a Dollar General novel. It's so obvious what they're going to do. Anyway, okay, so we see what happens. We patience a little bit and keep our eyes on them and hope for the best, I guess. Pray for the best, because it's, I don't think anybody wanted to go bomb the 90 million that don't want this group in charge.
Right.
So
no, you're right about that.
So
yeah, you're right. So for so many reasons, I think the president wanted to end this conflict. I think that the midterm certainly plays a part. Political reasons, economic reasons, and let's face it. The U.S. has really depleted a lot of its munitions prosecuting this war since February the 28th. So that's another reason for wanting to end this conflict.
Okay, we will cautiously approach all of this coming up. What about the dust? Do we get the dust?
No, there's no mention of that in this MOU. The dust, that's the enriched uranium. So no mention of when or how the U.S. Gains access to that, gains possession.
Okay.
No mention of that is mentioned in the memorandum of understanding either.
Okay, so you were at the UFC, and little did you know there was a plot that didn't really come near fruition, but it was a plot that...
With these drones.
Yeah, drone stuff with 80,000 peripherally watching all of that in that region. You were one of the 4,000 in attendance. What was your take on UFC? Because I can't watch that very easily. I can watch Liam Neeson beat the crap and pound on bad guys. I'm okay with that because they're bad guys, but you got two fighters in there pounding each other to a pulp. I don't think I could enjoy that.
Yeah, so the last match that took place was a match that, it was a real-life version of, do you remember Rock'em Sock'em Ropeout?
That's I got 12-year-old Christmas present. Are you kidding? I still have it.
Red guy versus blue guy.
But in real life.
Red bomber, blue bomber.
This was real life. These guys would just pound each other, and neither one was going down, and the eventual winner emerged because his face looked like it was run over by a Mack truck several times. And I had binoculars, I could see it, and I was just shocked that it led the referee to call the match.
Yeah,
TKO.
isn't that in this game, John? Isn't it like the key person in the whole thing is the referee, because these guys could get killed?
That's right. The key person is the referee, and sometimes the referee consults with, a medical professional, and that's what happened here. The medical professional said, this guy can't go on. He doesn't know where he is. He was just battered so badly. So that was the seventh and final bout of the evening, and I think I got home around 2 a.m.
Wow.
And then the president, following that, went immediately to Air Force One to fly over for the G7 summit. So that's how the president spent his 80 days.
That's crazy. You think they put a piece of paper under his door saying what he's got that day? I can't imagine.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
So he gets on Air Force One, but I don't believe the man sleeps more than 2 hours a day. I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, he does have, and I've talked about this with so many about President Trump. He does have remarkable energy. And I won't even say for an 80-year-old. It's just remarkable energy, period.
I know.
mean, certainly an 80-year-old, but remarkable energy, period, because there are aides of his that are half his age, and they sometimes cannot keep up with the president.
I think that would be a really bad job right now, because if you're with Biden, he's done at 3:30. If you're Trump, it's a 24/7 deal. Brother Johnny got to go read the Bible. He and his wife Bobby, and he got to go see the Louisiana guys. And he sat with Mike Johnson, and Mike Johnson was going. President calls me at 3 a.m. and says, "What are you doing, Mike?" And I said, "I'm waiting for your call, Mr. President."
Yeah, I'm sleeping.
It's 3 a.m., man.
Mr. President,
I'm sleeping, man. So it is remarkable energy.
Yeah,
it truly is.
It's difficult to keep up with him. I don't know if he slept on his way over to France, for that flight, which lasts 8 hours or so. I think the president did sleep on his way back last night. He got back at 4 in the morning, and he has his first event today around 2 in the afternoon, and he deserves a late start after being at the G7 over the course of the last few days.
I don't know. You run around like crazy, both work and play, John. I don't know how you do it either.
Yeah.
I mean, it isn't that easy. I mean, Diane will go to 17 events in a week. I don't know.
You gotta love what you do.
Well, you do. But I love what I do.
That's what I think is the key,
that's right.
John. Right?
Well, no, that's a big part of it. Absolutely. I'm going to be, where I'm going to be this weekend, Stevie? Chicago, Illinois. I can't wait to be in Chicago.
2 more hours, you're down in our neighborhood.
Come on, man. Man.
There you go.
Yeah, you're covering the Obama opening of the library.
No, just coincidentally, I'm going to be there and I'm not going to even go to check that out. I'll do that some other time. We're going to go to some Cubs games. Looking forward to that.
Nice.
Both on Friday and Saturday.
Fun.
Can't wait.
Well,
yeah, just fun.
You work hard, you play hard, my friend. But regarding the Obama library, I was telling folks Janet's birthday. My wife's birthday is today, and I made a cake for the first time. And my cake would be in like the world competitions of top 10 based on the look of his library.
Wow.
I have no idea who okayed this starship Star Wars looking thing.
Right.
I don't.
Death
How could somebody look at it and say, "Wow, is that beautiful? Where are the pillars, man? Let's go. What are you doing?"
I mean, all in the eye of the beholder. But in my eyes, I'm not a big fan of the design. I'm not, I love the Reagan Library. Everything about Reagan Library is awesome. The location, the architecture, and the way that they constructed it, and the way it's friendly for those who are visiting. But there's a lot of star power, a lot of A-listers that will be on hand today in Chicago for the grand opening. I think you have some well-known performing artists, including Bono and The Edge from U2. They will be on hand.
Eddie Vedder was mentioned from Pearl Jam.
Yeah, absolutely. So, the president, former president Barack Obama has a lot of people coming to Chicago, including some former presidents and former first ladies. But not, by the way, Donald J. Trump.
Yeah, I don't think he was invited. Well, how dare they?
I would be shocked. I would be shocked.
It's Clinton, Biden, and Bush for sure. So that's
right.
Yeah, so that is
And
a
their
big
wives.
event. South.
Speaking of Chicago, I know that you had a conversation, or it might have been through the phone, with Coach Mike Ditka, and you've got this great Dad's book as a celebration of fatherhood. Dad's Day is coming up on Sunday.
Yeah, how about that? Yes. So that book was published in June of 2000.
Oh my!
Wow, 26 years
That's
ago.
unreal.
Hard to believe.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. 26. You're
for
probably
those people I spoke
22
to about his dad.
You were about a 22-year-old boy back then. That's amazing.
Yeah, I was a young man, young man indeed. But in any case, so that book, you can probably still buy it on Amazon,
Yes,
and
you
there are
can.
a lot of cool people that I interviewed associated with that book. George W. Bush, a guy named John McCain, named Donald J. Trump also is in my book, and Jeff Bezos, who never does interviews, sat down and did an interview with me. And the sports people you mentioned, Mike Ditka, Derek Jeter, Kobe Bryant.
Wow.
They're among the people that are in that book as well.
I mean, who doesn't want to talk to you about fatherhood? That's a great topic.
I know.
Well,
it was a great topic, and people that ordinarily would say, "No, thanks, I don't want to do an interview." They wanted to do it because they're talking about their dad. So, got some great interviews and great opportunities to meet some really impressive people all across the world. Richard Branson from Virgin, also one of those people in that book. So, a really great opportunity. Chrissy Everett, John McEnroe, some tennis people as well. Anyway, a great project that I undertook many years ago.
John Decker, Great Television's White House correspondent. Hey, I really appreciate your time. I love chatting with you. Have a wonderful time in the Windy City and seeing those Chicago Cubs in the iconic Wrigley Field. How fun is that?
That is awesome. I can't wait. I love Wrigley. I think it's, to me, it's the best ballpark in America. I know St. Louis fans may say otherwise, maybe some Red Sox fans may say otherwise, but I love Wrigley. So Caroline and I are really looking forward to Friday and Saturday watching those day games at Wrigley.
Enjoy. We'll talk next week, John. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Stevie. Thanks, Diane. Have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you, John Decker, Great Television's White House correspondent, national correspondent.
Yeah, I see the book on Amazon. Great Dads, a celebration of fatherhood. Only like $15.
What the heck? Yeah, that's a nice gift. Mm-hmm. All right, here's your weather. Meteorologist Greg Solier.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Much needed quiet and dry time for the next couple of 2 or 3 days across the area. Coming off widespread 1 to 3 inch rainfall. And of course, the severe weather as expected late yesterday. Partly sunny skies for the day today. Cool for the time of year. High temperature just about 73, almost 10 shy of normal. And that's not going to help with growing degree day units and the wet and saturated and soaked fields. Maybe even a sprinkle comes along from time to time. The northwest wind at 12 to 24. Fair to partly cloudy, cooler tonight. Good sleeping weather down to 55. Tomorrow sunny, 77 on a bit of a light northwest to west wind. We'll bottom out with a few clouds tomorrow night to 57. Partly sunny, tad warmer for the day on Saturday. Highs approaching seasonal norms at about 82, but back into showers and thunderstorms on the increase here for the day on Sunday. They'll wind down on Monday, another inch plus expected. Highs at 77 on Sunday. Monday highs 75, mid and upper 70s Tuesday and Wednesday. More rain back in the forecast late next week. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Here's what somebody recently said at Pards in Urbana. I was there just a few minutes, and somebody came up and asked if I needed help. And they were incredible, helped me find the size of boot I needed, and then I bought a second pair too. Everything was friendly, everything was excellent. Visit Pards in Urbana, 206 North Maple, between Main and University in Urbana. It's Pards Western Shop since 1968. Or go online and visit pards.com, pards.com.
Shop Urbana's Market at the Square, going on now through the end of October, 7 a.m. to noon, rain or shine, at Illinois and Vine. A vibrant market connecting community with local food growers and producers, strengthening our local food economy and providing access to local artisans, serving the community at a gathering place at Illinois and Vine. Such a great variety of fresh, healthy, local, high-quality foods. Shop Urbana's Market at the Square. To learn more, visit urbanamarket.org.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do a feature called Did You Know? My son Nathaniel, I'll call him Nathanielson, as in Danielson from Karate Kid. He's in Chicago, awaiting the arrival of their second child. We do not know if it's a boy or girl. And on this birth date of your mother, a great woman and great American, I guess Allison could go into labor now and have it on the same day as Janet. What do you think?
That's right.
I know. We've been wondering. So far, nothing yet. But no, certainly we're all systems go here. So really, anytime we're ready.
You have the bag packed, correct?
Yes, sir. We do.
Okay. How is Allison? Because I know she's ready. I mean, the baby's ready.
Yes.
She's ready. I mean, it's all.
That's right.
Systems are going.
Well, from not speaking of ever having carried a child and not knowing what it's actually like, she tells me that I think she's ready to be done. So she's ready at any point. And no, she's excited. We're doing little things around the house to get it all ready. Making sure Josie's got everything she needs, and we're excited.
Josie, your daughter is 17 months, going on 18 months, and is that right? 17, 18?
That's right. Yeah,
okay.
that's right.
And do you think she knows what's happening?
You know, I think she's yes. I think she's just starting to be able to wrap her head around. She got enough neurons firing to where she can kind of piece together. There's a baby in the tummy. And that's probably about all she knows.
Okay, that's so funny. She'll be a great big sister. And again, you guys, and it's not that common anymore. People generally know what they're having, but you guys chose to wait and see.
You know, yeah, we waited with Josie, which is a funny story of me announcing Josie. I didn't know. I froze in the moment when I was supposed to announce what she was because there was just a lot going on, and I was convinced she was a boy, and she didn't look like a boy, and on all that. But no, it was wonderful to just be surprised. And for this one, we're just, excited to meet him and bring him home.
Mm-hmm. All right. Did I, as I talk away, you have content today for me?
Well, yeah. So today there's a whole myriad of things we could cover, but I wanted to keep in the theme of financial markets because it is top of mind these days. I feel like I've been talking just about every day with various people about people I talked to paid attention to what SpaceX did on Friday. And for any of you who did pay attention, you know that they had an IPO, an initial public offering, which is a company's transition from being privately held to publicly owned. Now, interestingly enough, the origination of a lot of the measures and metrics that we use in the stock market is simpler than we take for granted. So think about, and today what we'll unpack is how you quantify a return. It's all in a basis of a percentage. We all know that percentages are used in everything we have, interest rates, profits, losses, even maybe it could be tracked for weight gain on someone. You might use pounds more for that. But percentages, if you break apart the word, it's far more literal than is initially perceived. Per cent comes from the Latin phrase per centum, which literally means by the hundred. 500 years ago, during the Renaissance, is when this metric really became regularly used and became the standard. And back then, if you traded in or you sold 14 goats and you bought 18 cows, you had to have a way to track what that actually was. And a by the 100 metric was an easy way to track what you gained or what you lost or what interest you would charge. And it's a metric that we still use for just about everything in life, but it is literally the words per cent comes from per centum, by the 100.
Okay. Well, you're going to see your mom today. That's awesome.
It'll be good. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, she's looking forward to seeing you.
You have to ask about the cake.
Yeah, ask about the cake. Yikes. Anyway,
I'm sure it was delicious.
It wasn't bad
That's
taste.
right.
It just, as Mama,
the appearance,
as
though.
Mama said, I thought kindly, did you sit on this? So anyway.
I know. I heard her say that.
Okay, good.
Hey, listen, Nathaniel, good stuff. Percentum.
Yes.
500 years ago. We know a little about the hundreds. Thank you so much, and let us know.
All
right?
the best
we are
as
all
you pace away.
All standing by. Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thanks. Thank you. Nathaniel's son in Chicago, ESPN 93.5.
Happy Father's Day and grandfather.
Yeah.
It's such a great chapter.
Nathaniel is second year of being a father, I guess. And 2 children is a lot different than 1.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah. Anyway, great. Appreciate Nathaniel being on because his schedule and everything else. He travels a lot. So good to have him on Thursdays when we can. All right, we'll break for the news, come back with a whole nother hour. Tim Onstott will jump on. He's at a competition saluting soldiers.
Follow the show on X, StevieJAY.FM, or online at StevieJAY.com.
Okay, we will check the news and weather and everything. Really, really turbulent as expected and as we said yesterday, but I'm glad it's a little calmer today. You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
He's being criticized from the left and right. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Wary of the U.S.-Iran deal President Trump signed digitally last night, Democratic Senate Leader Chuck Schumer posted on X, "We're worse off than before the war started." Republican Senator Ted Cruz says the president got very poor advice. History teaches that giving billions of dollars to theocratic lunatics who want to murder us is a bad idea. But the president insists.
We're not putting up money. Only if they're doing things right. If they're doing things right, if people want to invest, they can invest.
And on Truth Social, the president posted this morning, the fools he thinks that think he hasn't done enough and been tough enough on Iran are either jealous, stupid, or bad people. Before signing the agreement at the G7 summit in France, he says it achieves what he wanted.
Reopening the Strait of Hormuz and preventing Iran from ever obtaining a nuclear weapon.
But if they don't behave, the president says he'll bomb Iran again.
The final deal must be reached within 60 days with the possibility of an extension. This is related to Iran's nuclear program and the details that are yet to be discussed. The U.S. naval blockade of Iranian ports, and the Iranians will receive tiered sanctions relief.
Fox's Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv. War Secretary Pete Hegseth is at a NATO meeting in Brussels, telling our allies they weren't there for the U.S. when the war in Iran started.
But too many of our allies said no, or tried to drown us in arcane legal debates, or criticized us publicly for doing what they aren't prepared or able to do themselves. It was shameful.
He's at a meeting of NATO defense ministers in Belgium, telling them that over the next 6 months, the Pentagon will review U.S. military forces in Europe. Secretary Hegseth warning that if free-riding allies don't increase defense spending, the United States could withhold payments to NATO.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Ukraine's gone on the counterattack again in Russia with a wave of drones into the capital, Moscow, hitting an oil refinery, disrupting flights at the city's airports. America's listening to Fox News.
History isn't just in textbooks. It's the story of us, the United States. 2026 marks 250 years of America. And throughout the year, Bill Hemmer takes listeners on a journey through the 250 most impactful moments in American history. From the spark of revolution to the battles for freedom, the ideas, inventions, and decisions that changed the world. The 250 most impactful moments in American history podcast. Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcasts.com.
You never know who might be taking the quiz.
Hi, everyone. It's Candace Cameron Bure.
Hey, everyone. It's Phil Sims.
It's Dolores Catania.
Hey, everyone. I'm Kix Brooks.
It's Candace Bushnell.
I'm Rob Paulson. I'm Ryan Serhant.
Hey, everyone. I'm Nicole Palizzi.
Everybody's Kevin Nealon.
What's up, guys? It's Nia Sue, and it's time to take the quiz.
5 questions in less than 5 minutes every day. Listen and follow at thequiz.fox.
The November elections just got more interesting in California. A plan to tax the ultra-rich will be on the ballot, though even some Democrats, including the governor, don't support it.
The California Secretary of State's office says it's verified enough signatures for the ballot initiative, a one-time tax on assets worth over $1 billion, up to 5% on assets over $1.1 billion. It's backed by a healthcare workers union. 90% of the money would go to healthcare, the rest to food assistance and education programs. Governor Gavin Newsom and big tech company executives say the tax will drive away business. It's also opposed by some healthcare industry groups and other labor unions who say the one-time tax will get in the way of long-term solutions. There could be a compromise where the state legislature approves other long-term solutions and the billionaire tax backers pull it before a June 25th deadline. Chris Foster, Fox News.
We just got an unemployment update. First-time claims dropped slightly last week to 226,000, but the number of people continuing to collect jobless benefits rose a bit up to 1.8 million. On Wall Street, a rebound's brewing from yesterday's big sell-off. NASDAQ futures up about 500 points, 200 plus for the Dow, the morning after plunging more than double that down from a Dow record high. A huge crowd is gathered in Manhattan to celebrate a championship at the New York Knicks Victory Parade. So many have shown up. Police are turning some away. Fox's Nate Foy is there.
All the viewing pens are full, and the NYPD is expecting up to 4 million people to celebrate this day that New York City has been waiting for 53 years, you could say. It's been that long since the last title. But here's the thing. This is actually the first ever ticker tape parade in Knicks history, because when they first won, or when they last won in 1973, they didn't actually have a parade. So it's going to start at 10 o'clock in Battery Park. It's going to make its way to where we are at City Hall.
Also in New York, on Long Island, golf's third major championship of the year teed off this morning. The U.S. Open at Shinnecock Hills. Scotty Scheffler and Rory McIlroy and defending champion J.J. Spawn, they're all on the course now. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Champaign County officials enacted a one-year moratorium on new data center construction. It follows a wave of serious development inquiries. The pause aligns the county with similar efforts across Illinois to evaluate environmental and infrastructure impacts of large-scale data facilities. And that's what's happening. Central Illinois communities still cleaning up after powerful storms caused widespread damage and outages. In Champaign, crews handling 150 service calls for downed limbs and damaged signs. In Staley Road remains closed due to downed poles there. They warn more rain could cause flooding due to blocked sewers. A teen hospitalized after being shot Tuesday in Rantoul. Police responded, but the details and suspects' information and motives not yet released. The shooting comes amid a series of related youth shooting incidents across Champaign County this week, prompting renewed calls for community safety initiatives. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Yeah, more shootings in Champaign-Urbana.
I know it.
It's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
How many have died, too?
I know. And the 16-year-old, I saw a clip of Willie Comer talking about, I talked to this kid at our midnight basketball event yesterday. And just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
How the kids have access to these weapons and these kind of things are happening.
Yeah, no,
in our community.
Unbelievable. I mean, back in the day, a long time ago, in 1980s, I don't remember shootings. I'm sure we had some, but not like now.
Right.
It's almost, certainly weekly, somebody's getting shot.
But it's the access to the weapons, I think, is the root.
Is it? I don't know.
And you know, younger people don't know how to manage their emotions, and they just get so, I don't know, fired up about something that if you just take a step back and breathe.
They're not, kids generally, nobody that age generally are able, not very many, few. But it depends who you're running with, too.
Mm-hmm.
You're running with the wrong bunch. Well, we had a turbulent and very active weather day yesterday, Mr. Meteorologist. You said it was going to kind of start between 10 and noon, and it was 11:30, right down the middle. He again hit it. And then you said it was going to pop up again late afternoon. Boy, did it pop up.
That was a little more intense.
The
channel
the swing of temperatures within 90 minutes to 2 hours from the 60s to the 80s around here.
Yeah, I heard the Cardinals were whatever temperature, and we were 63. They were like 22 degrees higher.
Kudos to the TV guys. I know
they were. I think. Low to mid 90s out there for around the metro St. Louis area.
Hey, the Channel 3 boys they not only do a good job, they have a vast viewing area, the station you're on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they dig it. They're into it.
Yeah.
It's
Kevin Lighty and Jacob Dickey, I believe, is the other guy over there. So.
Kevin, they do a very good job, and people watch them. It's I guess the only rub is if there's a big sporting event on and they're covering Shelbyville when it's probably not going to hit me in Champaign, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But they got the viewing area that's large.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they do cover the and we certainly went to the basement for a while because they had the horns going off.
Yep.
And everything else.
We did too.
Yep. Okay, we check your weather with our meteorologist, Greg Solier, brought to you by Busey for over 158 years, member FDIC. Okay, after all of that, it is going to be pretty good here for the next few days.
Yeah, a couple of 2 or 3 days of much needed dry time on average over the past 7 to 10 days, generally 3 to 5 inches of rain on average. I'm sure there's some higher pockets in parts of the area. So we are just in standing water mode and on wide area of the central Corn Belt. There are some drier areas downstate near the Ohio, and still some abnormally dry weather conditions, soils, despite maybe about a half to an inch worth of rain past a couple of 2 or 3 days into the northern end of the state in southern Wisconsin. So we're kind of sitting in the conundrum of they're okay to the north and south. We sit in between. There's way too much of a good thing, and we're right still in the battleground of these recurrent cool air masses versus the eastern flank of the big hot ridge over the west and southwest and over the southeastern states as well. And again, kind of a trip-off trademark of not all driven by, but a strengthening El Nino setup around here. So this may be something that sticks around here at least into the early days or first week to 10 days of the month of July. So no stress out there on anything that's going to be anywhere approaching castling or reproductive stages. And I'm sure with time, because of the cool days ahead, getting slower and delayed and behind on crop growth and development. But in the meantime, things have quieted down nicely across our part of the Midwest. Still been tracking a couple little sprinkly showers west and south of Shelbyville, for example. We may rotate something in the afternoon. And apart from that, just partly sunny, breezy, cooler, drier air settles on in. 60 Fort Willard and Savoy. Later on this afternoon, should top out across the area. Pretty comfortable at 73, but that's 10 shy of normal. We need some of these heat units, by the way, for crop development. Northwest wind 12 to 24 and gusty. Fair to partly cloudy 55 tonight. Sunny 77 tomorrow. Partly sunny, a bit warmer 82 on Saturday. So there's 3 days of dry time, but then we unfortunately will worsen it again. Summertime arrives here. Pre-dawn hours of Sunday. It's Father's Day, and there's showers and thunderstorms on the forecast. A couple of rounds have plans B and C in mind with the barbecue and the cookout. Maybe another inch or two worth of rain between Sunday and early Monday. 77 on Monday, a Monday high of 75, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, dry. Mid to upper 70s. It looks like we're into another wet weather system late next week with high temperatures close to, but below average, right around 80 degrees. For Stevie T Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
Yeah, I don't mind the mild at all. Just got a little too much rain now. But again, we had 2 weeks in May when we're not sure it's going to rain again. And everything was dry, and we didn't have enough for the farmers and all these other things. And now, all of a sudden, the faucet is on.
Well, and we were talking about fireworks on the various committees I'm serving on with Tolono Fun Days, June 26th and 27th, and on the 4th of July with the Champaign County Freedom Celebration. There's always concern around fireworks when you mention drought, obviously. So I'm glad we're out of the woods on that.
Yeah, well, that's true. Should be okay, and it sounds like it's going to be kind of continued wet. Yeah, we're not far from the 4th of July, my friends. It's the 18th, so you got 12 and 4, 16 days.
That's right.
Till America's 250th birthday.
Maybe you're a service group or organization. We'll talk about volunteering with Krista McCullough soon here on ESPN 93.5, but you still have time to get a unit in the parade. If you're gung-ho and you have some creative people on your team, a lot of people decorate golf carts, and you can do things with pool noodles.
Yeah.
Where, you have kind of red, white, and blue flare coming out of a great big canister that looks like, a firework popping off or something. You can have, some kind of inflatable that you would put. A lot of people do those inflatables in front of their homes that are patriotic, and you certainly see it at Christmas time, these inflatables that the fans run, and you can just get a little battery pack and put something on top of your golf cart. It's really fun. We usually have a golf cart parade that has about 30 entries, and that'll be on June 26th, and then we have the drone show around 9. So
yeah.
I'm so excited.
No, it's a big deal. Well, we got drones and fireworks, so.
I want to remind people, too, since we're on the patriotic topic, that Forging Liberty starts today at the Public Library. And when we talked with TJ Blakeman with the Champaign County History Museum about these items, and Stevie, you were fascinated with all the signatures he was mentioning.
We talked about Thomas Jefferson. I mean,
George Washington?
George Washington, Thomas Jefferson autographs that are authentic. That's you got to get an appointment for that.
It's a good idea anyway.
Otherwise, you wait around. You can wait around.
That's right.
But to see that.
It's super easy.
Yeah.
I signed myself up today out of the gate at 10 o'clock is when they're going to start it. And it's only 3 days. So
how much time do you get in there?
I think it's 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they have, hour slots that you're signing up for. So that would be if you're 2 or 3 people. I mean, they don't want a whole lot of people in there at once. I want to say
it's amazing. Yeah,
right.
It really is cool. So it's just a rare opportunity to actually have a look at a real George Washington, Thomas Jefferson signature.
Just an online search away to Champaign County History Museum to be a part of that at the Champaign Public Library today through Sunday.
It'd be really a bad look if you wore gloves and had a glass cutter. They'd probably be very suspicious of you. What are you doing with all that, sir? No, I'm not going to cut the glass and take the autograph. I'm not doing that. No.
Stevie, why do you even bring that stuff
Because
up?
the value of that is huge.
So they talked about the security team just in case Stevie's planting a seed to do something that's not so good.
No, I'm just saying the value. You name the last time you had something to view
I know.
that was worth that kind of money. Those are 6-digit autographs. So
right,
it's a lot of money when you're showing it. I think it's great. I love it. It's at the library. I love it the fact that you could take your 10-year-old and said, "Here's the founder of this country,
unbelievable,
the father of the country's signature." You can actually see
with America's 250. This really gets you in the patriotic mood. I was at the flag ceremony around Flag Day last weekend when they raised the 250 flag. That looks so cool.
Yeah, very cool. All right, sports headlines.
All right, we had the San Diego Padres beating the St. Louis Cardinals 6-1 yesterday. Matthew Liberatore on the mound at Kansas City with a 6:40 start. I believe that's today. This is a quick turnaround. Of course, what do they call that? Or across the interstate battle or something?
I-70, isn't it?
That's it. Because, Kansas City Royals and St. Louis Cardinals. We have Pierce Lehman as an intern, and he was saying, I just hate the Kansas City Royals because he's a Cardinals fan and all that. I mean, that's a good rivalry. I wouldn't have even thought of that.
No, I don't.
Anyway, Cubs over the Rockies yesterday with Danby Swanson and PCA getting some homers in that game. 8-6 was the final. They're setting up a game to start tomorrow against Toronto with a 1:20 start at Wrigley. We also had the New York Yankees over the Chicago White Sox 10-5 yesterday as Cody Bellinger came out with big bats. We also have the New York Knicks in a parade. The U.S. Open is something that you talked about.
I love those high-level golf matches. This is going to be awesome. Well, when it came to sell his mom's home in Rantoul, Ken wanted a real estate agent he could trust to handle every detail with care. That's exactly what he found with the Nate Evans Group. From the very beginning, the team's professionalism, clear communication, attention to detail stood out. Every step of the process was handled with precision, which ultimately led to a fast and successful sale.
You might feel anxious going into this chapter of life, but I just did an online search to Nate Evans Group, and buying and selling a home has never been so simple. They have modern solutions for every scenario, so they have you covered. As an exclusive buyer agency with a multitude of seller options and maximizing your earnings to expedite your sale. And boy, when it comes to these reviews and 5 out of 5 talking about the awesome experience and how friendly and professional, easy to navigate, so much knowledge, the professional manner that you'll be approached when you're buying or selling your home. It's Nate Evans of the Nate Evans Group, a friend you can trust, a lot of great knowledge about our market. Call the only agent I would call if I needed to sell my home. It's Nate Evans at 217-239-7113 or an online search to nateevansgroup.com to start packing.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to the nateevansgroup.com.
Ever wonder why you pay your bank to have a checking account? Fisher National Bank does too. You see, they offer free rewards cashback checking that gives you cash back on debit purchases, no service fees or balance requirements. Simply make 12 debit card purchases, receive electronic statements, and have one direct deposit in a monthly cycle. It's so simple. Reward yourself today with rewards cashback checking. Learn more at any branch or FisherNational.com. Fisher National Bank. Exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC.
Looking for a great place to relax, grab a bite, and have some fun? Head to the Ambroise Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. This well-furnished hometown tavern has something for everyone. Enjoy great food, a full bar, and a welcoming family-friendly atmosphere. Step outside to the outdoor patio, challenge your friends on the golf simulator, or check out the full game room. Whether you're stopping in with the kids for dinner or meeting friends for a drink and some gaming machines, Ambroise Sports Bar and Grill is the place to be. Ambroise Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. Good food, good fun, and good times waiting for you.
It appears the Effingham, Charleston, Mattoon kind of areas were the hardest hit in this weather. And it's got significant damage. I think Charleston, is a state of emergency or something. So, all right, check your weather now. Brought to you this morning by Hometown Grounds, serving Mad Goat Coffee, a kids' play area in beautiful downtown Tuscola.
Look at everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Everything working out, unfortunately, as expected yesterday. Soaking rains, late day into the evening. Severe weather over some parts of the area. At least the next 2 or 3 day time frame is drier. A bit on the cool side for the time of year. 2 more rain systems ahead back into the weekend and late next week as well. Boy, those waterlogged fields will be a problem going forward here in the days and weeks to come. And the cool weather, too. 73 today is about 10 shy of normal. Partly sunny. Maybe a sprinkle comes along and a northwest wind at 12 to 24. Fair to partly cloudy 55 for tonight. Sunny and 77 tomorrow. And a light west-northwest wind. Back into the 50s tomorrow night. Partly sunny, a bit warmer up to 82 with a bit of a south wind for the day on Saturday. A couple of rounds of showers and thunderstorms. Sunday night, more shower activity winding down early Monday. Another inch plus expected in the gauge at 77 for the high on Sunday. Monday high 75. Mid to upper 70s Tuesday and Wednesday. Again, a couple of showers and thunderstorms. High temperatures approaching 80 late next week. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
I'm Lauren Simonetti, and this is the Fox Business Report.
New claims for unemployment benefits declined to 226,000 last week, down from 4,000 the previous week. Though continuing claims, those remaining on benefits rose to 1.8 million, an increase of 24,000. That report is from the week of June 6th. Fed Chair Kevin Warsh wrapped up his first news conference addressing the labor markets as stable. He says the 3 to 6 month trend, which he considers more important than a 1 month report, is moving in a good direction. Kroger is reporting higher sales and earnings in the recent quarter, especially for online shopping. However, it was also dealing with higher transportation costs. Wall Street was expecting even stronger numbers from Kroger, and the stock is losing ground. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
I'm Charles Payne. Listen to my Unstoppable Prosperity podcast so I can get you making money right now. 35 years on Wall Street taught me how to successfully invest in the stock market. In my 4-part series, I'm going to teach you too. Some of Fox Business's finest join me to help tell my story, impart crucial lessons from my Unstoppable Prosperity book, and to give you the tools to achieve your own financial dreams.
Listen anytime, everywhere at foxbusinesspodcast.com or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
What is most important to you in your life? This is Eric Boland with Provident Financial Group. Whether you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients like you realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Looking for your new favorite hangout? Head to Route 45 Wayside in Posotum. They're open 7 days a week with daily food specials that keep things fresh and affordable. And Sundays? It's Sunday Fun Day from 1 to 4 with live entertainment that brings the party to life. Don't miss their massive 8,000 square foot patio. Perfect for kicking back with friends. Feeling competitive? Jump into their sand volleyball leagues this spring and summer. Co-ed teams, great vibes, and even better memories. Route 45 Wayside in Posotum. Great food, live music, and fun all week long.
BMW, Buick, GMC, Honda, and Subaru. Welcome to Sarah Champagne. We can handle all your car repairs on site, including paintless dent repair, bumpers, windshields, everything in between. We have an amazing selection of new or pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Shop from home and buy online or reserve your vehicle before it hits our website or dealership. Sarah Champagne is home of the Sarah One Price Promise, delivering an honest and transparent buying experience. Hurry in or shop online at sarahchampagne.com.
When sewer or septic trouble hits, visit Berg Sewer and Septic. Family owned and proudly serving Central Illinois, Berg specializes in sewer repair, septic service, water line repairs, sump pumps, and drainage solutions. They don't upsell, they solve the problem right the first time. From backups to breakdowns, count on Central Illinois' most trusted septic service. Berg Sewer and Septic. Dependable, honest, local. Get a second opinion you can trust. Visit bergtanksinc.com.
This summer, as the weather heats up, the sports action heats up at Circus Sports. With MLB action, golf, or exciting World Cup soccer, Circus Sports has it all. Player-friendly pricing, enhanced in-game options, and best of all, no bet fees. Circus Sports isn't just sports betting, it's sports betting the way it should be. Whether you're looking for playoff futures or props on your favorite players and more, Circus Sports has you covered. Download the Circus Sports app or visit circusports.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Ellen Hook is with me from Ashley, and you've got Lux, kind of a high-end designer brand.
So we are rolling out a whole new Ashley, and we'll have so many items in the store that look and feel very expensive, but are affordable. So you're getting name brand, high-end looks for the Ashley prices. And we couldn't be more excited about this launch. It's the best thing Ashley's ever done. We're open 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Sunday.
Well, she leads all the beautiful music. She's also a pastor of Meadowbrook Church. It's Crystal McCullough, whose husband Joe, we know very well, is a tremendous law enforcement official.
At U of I.
Talk about marrying over his head. Crystal, how are you?
Good morning.
How are you?
And you're both very musical.
Yes. That's the way we met. We met in college through a worship team. So,
Nice.
So, did you think he was a good piano player when you met him?
Oh, I knew he was a good piano player. Yeah. Fantastic.
He can tickle the ivories, as they say.
There you go.
Yes, he can.
Crystal, who sings our national anthem, I think every year but one when you guys are on vacation for the 4th of July.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're actually, in your role today is you're looking for volunteers, people that can help out for a few hours on 4th of July weekend?
That is correct. Yes, I jumped in. In fact, I decided to do this after we visited Utah. We went to St. George, Utah that year, saw their 4th of July setup, and just thoroughly amazed by the amount of volunteers they had, just the huge festivities, but everything volunteer run. So chatting with Diane, chatting with Joe, because Joe serves on the committee as well, and thought, okay, it's time to jump in and help out and get other people to volunteer and be a part of America's 250th celebration.
Isn't it true that Diane knows this very well, that when you help and you volunteer, you actually feel better. Something inside clicks, and you feel like, hey, I'm reaching outside myself.
Absolutely. And it's being a part of something bigger, but it's also serving your community. You know, people talk all the time about how much they love to have great events and they want more, but the reality is you have to have people help.
Yeah. And as far as the jobs that you're seeing, it's a variety, and it's a variety of ages. Like if you're, aging or whatever that looks like, you can sit down and check people in, or however that looks, serve some volunteers food. I mean, it's just so rewarding. I love it.
And if you like to engage with people, I mean, there are opportunities to serve where you get a golf cart and you get to drive be a part of the parade, be a part of the evening fireworks, talking to people, asking for collections. Those are highly important. If you have decorating skills, we need people to help decorate the golf carts. If you want to be a part of meeting all of the people that are in the parade check-in, it's one of those things where you can be a part of something and just a few hours. It's not the entire day. It's not giving up your entire 4th of July festivities, but it's also an opportunity to teach your kids how to serve, how to be a part of something else. Basketball teams, football teams, if they want to earn service hours, National Honor Society, if you need to earn service hours for those things, this is a great way to do it. Super easy. We will put you to work, and many hands make light the work.
Hey, Crystal, it's awesome. How can people connect? How do they get hold of you? Or how do they
shifts?
Yeah.
Sure. The easiest way would be to go to the website, which is july4th.net. And then everything is listed there, from volunteer opportunities to how you can donate, the schedule. It's really the hub. If you sign up online, I'll be sending you an email after you sign up and giving you more information.
Hey, listen.
But yes, we have
Keep up your super work, and we'll love hearing your beautiful voice on the 4th of July's national anthem.
Oh, thank you. It is always an honor to sing the national anthem. It's one of those things that's near and dear to my heart, and always want to make sure it's done well.
Well, you do a great job with everything you do, Crystal McCullough.
Thanks for helping
thanks for
out,
the minutes.
Crystal.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
You as well. 829, Crystal McCullough.
July4th.net.
Pastor and leader of the music.
At Meadowbrook.
Yep, Meadowbrook Church in Champaign on Duncan. All right, 829.
It's great when hard work and experience are recognized. Hi, this is Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank. I am thrilled to share that Fisher National has been ranked 7th in the nation as a top lender in mortgage loans among banks with asset size of $300 million to $1 billion by our National Banking Association. This recognition is a testament to our lending team's dedication and expertise. After all, better banking experiences start with local people and local decision making. If you're in the market for a new home or considering refinancing your existing home, let our team at Fisher National Bank earn your business and trust. We offer competitive rates with low closing costs, and we locally service almost all of our loans. Come see us with all your home mortgage needs and experience the top-notch service that has earned us national recognition. Learn more at fishernational.com or stop by one of our branches today.
Fisher National Bank. Exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, Mom. Just getting ready to board the plane. No, I'm out of Bloomington, Central Illinois Regional Airport. It's convenient, in and out, short lines, free parking. They fly Allegiant direct to Florida. No, I stopped at their Jetstream Cafe and Bar, got a fresh made smoothie and a burger, but the sandwiches and pizza looked really good. I'm set. I know, Mom. See you shortly. Can't wait to see you too.
Book low-fare Florida vacations on Allegiant at Sierra.com and give Mom a hug for me. Sierra.
News. I'm Therese Crowley from the Palace of Versailles to the White House. President Trump back from signing the memo of understanding with Iran.
It's a memorandum of understanding. If it doesn't get done in 60 days, that's all right. We go back to bombing. You know, I don't want to do that because it's so good.
Fox's Trey Yanks.
Within this deal includes an immediate end to the war on all fronts, including Lebanon, respect to sovereignty and territorial integrity of Iran. The final deal must be reached within 60 days, but there is a possibility for an extension if those negotiations are going well.
AAA finds gas drop below $4 a gallon. The NYPD reports all viewing pens in Lower Manhattan are closed, full up with millions for the NBA New York Knicks Parade of Champions.
We've been at 7 p.m., us 2 a.m. We're here. We're bonded by one team, one city, one championship, and one is not enough.
America is listening to Fox News.
Looking for a warm, welcoming place to relax in Tuscola? Stop by Hometown Grounds, where great coffee and great company come together. They're proudly serving Mad Goat coffee, so you can enjoy a rich, delicious cup while catching up with friends. And if you've got kids, no problem. There's a special play area where they can have fun and you sit back and relax. Hometown Grounds is a gathering place for the whole community and perfect for meetings. Come see what everyone's talking about in Tuscola. Visit hometowngroundscoffee.com and plan your visit today.
Hey golf cart shoppers, tired of the same old golf cart shopping experience? Come over to Midwest Carts in Tuscola, Illinois, where customers rave about unbeatable pricing, massive selection, and full service done right. As the largest Denago golf cart dealer in Illinois, they've got premium new models plus 20 to 30 quality used carts ready to roll at any time. And the best part? Free delivery on new carts anywhere in Illinois or Indiana. Midwest Carts, Tuscola, Illinois. Find them at mwcarts.com.
Here's a look at local news. One teen dead, another is seriously wounded in a shooting in Champaign. It happened Monday night near North McKinley Avenue and Paula Drive. 16-year-old boy also located nearby with a gunshot wound. Both sent to hospitals. The 16-year-old died, the 17-year-old in stable condition. Champaign County nursing home violations and fines have sharply increased as officials continue planning a new long-term care facility. The CU Citizen Access Review found a rise in regulatory penalties tied to care quality issues, prompting renewed scrutiny of oversight practices. Village of Rantoul continues to generate revenue from dozens of businesses leasing space to the former Chinook Air Force Base. Meanwhile, the U.S. Air Force still conducting a $55 million environmental cleanup of remaining contaminated areas. Officials say these leases boosting economic activity even as remediation work progresses. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust. Fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs. Ready when you need them, anytime, anywhere.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Much needed quiet and dry time for the next couple of 2 or 3 days across the area. Coming off widespread 1 to 3 inch rainfall. And of course, the severe weather as expected late yesterday. Partly sunny skies for the day today. Cool for the time of year. High temperature just about 73, almost 10 shy of normal. And that's not going to help with growing degree day units and the wet and saturated and soaked fields. Maybe even a sprinkle comes along from time to time. The northwest wind at 12 to 24. Fair to partly cloudy, cooler tonight. Good sleeping weather down to 55. Tomorrow, sunny, 77 on a bit of a light northwest to west wind. We'll bottom out with a few clouds tomorrow night to 57. Partly sunny, tad warmer for the day on Saturday. Highs approaching seasonal norms at about 82, but back into showers and thunderstorms on the increase here for the day on Sunday. They'll wind down on Monday, another inch plus expected. Highs at 77 on Sunday. Monday high 75, mid and upper 70s Tuesday and Wednesday. More rain back in the forecast late next week. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm Elocious Greg Solgay.
And now, a brand new show called Smoke, where we help you with your grill and making the best meat ever with award-winning competition pitmaster Tim Onstadt. Smoke in Tim's Grill. He's the best brisket maker ever. Smoke in Tim's Grill. And now award-winning competition pitmaster Tim Onstadt. You are looking live at Knoxville, Tennessee, the site of a big smoke-off helping veterans. And Tim Onstadt, beautiful wife Donna, best brisket. Well, let me check. This is, yes, Tim and Donna number 1 in briskets in the world on the Stevie J brisket list of best brisket makers. You even had a guy call about graduation for his son and needed to talk to a real pro on how to do it and not mess it up.
Hey, I feel like I'm right there in the grandparents club at Philo, Illinois, watching you on the big screen on YouTube here in the Gelfrich Trucking mobile office and studio.
Hey, your son TJ had a baby boy that looks, I mean, you said linebacker. I'm thinking defensive end, Bucky.
Yeah, he's got some feet on him. He'll be something. I don't know.
Yeah,
we're down here for a real important event. It's Barbecue for Bravery, benefiting the Beloved Roots Ranch, and it's going to be a good thing. They're supporting veterans and giving them a retreat they can go to rest and recharge. So it's a great event.
That's awesome. And you're paired with a veteran, aren't you?
Yeah, they're supposed to be. We won't find out until tomorrow morning, but they're supposed to have a veteran pair up with us and cook for us. We're going to slap on a Gelfrich Trucking loaded and rolling T-shirt on them and make them part of the team for a day.
That's awesome. All right, it's Gelfrich Trucking dedicated diesel. Okay, so there's what did you say, 40 teams or something, I think, in this one?
No, this is a first-year event. There's only 20 teams, and so it takes 16 teams to be a qualifier for the Jack Daniels. So the winner would go into a drawing to be get an invitation into the Jack Daniels World Invitational and the American Royal Invitational. So there is still some stuff on the line there, and we'll hope to make it. If we win, are we going to get a ticker tape parade in downtown Philo?
Yeah, we should do that because they're doing that for the Knicks today in New York City. Why not a ticker tape for Tim and Donna?
We'll get those little popper things with confetti.
Philo's the center of the universe, yeah, and Tolona's a good little suburb. We love them. We really do. We love
Here
them.
we go.
Love them a lot. Love them a lot.
So we're in Tennessee, and I think Diane asked me one time about dry rub, and Memphis is the home of the dry rub. We're on the other side of the state from Memphis, but I thought I'd just expand on that a little bit. And what we always cook is a dry rub rib. We enhance it and try to enhance the flavor of that pork with the sauce that we put on at the end. So we're always cooking a dry rub rib. If you want the definition then of a wet rub is where you have your spices and what you would put on as the rub. You mix that with vegetable oil or mustard for a binder and then paint it on that way. And so there is a difference there. And we generally are cooking a dry rub rib and then putting sauce on at the end to set it and kind of enhance that pork flavor and bring out the flavor of those spices.
You have blipped up in darn near won every possible category at different times, correct? I mean, there's not one real weak sister you've got on the team here.
I wouldn't say one. We've been top 3 in every category that they have.
Wow.
And if we can put it together, which we could on any given day, you just never know. We're surprised sometimes on what category we're doing well in.
Huh.
But yeah, if we could, that's the key, is getting all 4 of those categories. And I mean, some of these pros are so good they're in the top every time. So it takes a really good cook to make it all happen.
Well, it's
and we're certainly going to try.
Well, and you'll get a great effort. I can't wait to hear the results. The results Saturday? Is that when they kind of come down, or Friday?
No, we're cooking tomorrow.
Okay.
I tell you that Greg Solier is one smart dude. He was talking about the times and the storms, so we wanted to get out ahead of the storms and those high winds, and we started the day with a flat tire, which was not good, but got that fixed, put us a couple hours behind, but we stayed about 1 hour ahead of that rain and wind all the way until we got to Cincinnati and then turned south to get to Knoxville, and it started getting sunny, but we were outrunning it by about an hour.
Man, good for you. I mean, you're rigged to be blown around a little bit. You had a nephew that got tossed around in a car during yesterday's storm near the Charleston area.
Yeah.
And he's okay?
Well, he was in Effingham, and his car got picked up by a tornado and thrown out into a field a few hundred feet.
Oh my gosh! And he's going to be okay?
He's got a broken facial bone and some bruises and everything. But Hunter Stewart, he's going to be all right. He's a tough kid. He's got to be with my brother as a dad. So
goodness.
But he's a tough kid, and he's going to be okay. He's a lineman and was actually on his way to work to do some storm damage repair when he got hit. So.
Man, so the tornado picked up his car?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yep, picked it up and tossed it out into a field.
How high up off the ground, do you know?
I have no idea.
Well, the car looked like it'd been in a real wreck, so, man.
Yeah, and public service announcement, wear your seatbelts. He had his seatbelt on, so he did not get ejected through the sunroof.
Right.
So
Man.
Yep.
Okay, what do I need to know about your dedicated diesel on Triumph Drive as you're driving north on 45 before you really leave the whole area, a little north of Farm and Fleet?
If we can get Diane not to listen, because she'll tell everybody, I know, but just you and me, Stevie, we've got the safety lane is back certified. We've got a certified tech there.
Nice.
We're trying to do a soft opening for a couple of days. Diane, don't tell anybody.
Okay, sworn to secrecy.
That's great news, man. That's a lot of work.
But we're going to, we just don't want Austin to get totally flooded in the next couple of days, but it's officially going to be back open on Monday.
Nice.
And everything's going to go well there, and we can get the state inspections done.
Nice. But, good news there.
I'm going to shout out to all the great Gale Ferrix trucking drivers yesterday. Everybody hunkered down when they needed to and stayed safe. We had no storm issues. other than the few delays because of it. But the guys all did the smart thing when they needed to, and everything worked out great for them. So,
I mean, wind, tornado, things. I mean, they can blow a semi over, right?
oh yeah, easy. We've had a truck blown over by wind before up in Iowa, and it's a mess that you really just don't want to deal with. And safety is a big part of what we do. We want all of our guys to get out, do their jobs, get home safe to their families, and that's my responsibility. So we do issue shutdown warnings and have guys doing the right things when conditions are bad. And again, Greg Solier helps us out with that by giving us the right information that we need.
What about drivers? You need anybody?
Always can put a good driver to work. If somebody is customer-centered, safety-centered, wants to do a good job, earn a good living, and get home on weekends, we got a spot for them.
Okay, Tim, how can people reach you?
You can get me at timo@gftlog.com. Call the office, 765-793-7131, or get my cell phone at 765-505-1295.
Well, I can't wait to hear the results down there in Knoxville,
all the best
Tennessee.
with the Barbecue for Bravery event.
Barbecue for Bravery for the beloved Roots Ranch. It's a great organization. It's their first year, so we expect some logistical challenges getting in and out and where we're setting up, but we're going to try to make it all work.
Sounds good.
Can't wait to hear, my friend. Be careful.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
You as well. Tim Onstad, Pitmaster, ESPN 93.5.
Actually, I called a provider. It was just going to be a while before I could have service, and I couldn't wait, so I was recommended to Classic. Professionalism, their dependability, credibility, and the service technicians, I wouldn't ever call anybody else.
I truly believe that after people have experienced other companies and then given us a try, they can clearly see the difference.
Visit ClassicPlum.com.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Getting new siding and windows is a part of good home maintenance, and it's also a way to improve your home's value and curb appeal. Kramer offers preservation siding and windows in lots of styles and colors. Shutters and trim will complete the look, and our online design tool will help you try before you buy. So start today and save 25%.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Looking for bold flavor and a good time just down the road? Head to Smoke and Shine Moonshine Bar and Grill on Route 45 in Tolono, where the food is slow smoked and the fun comes easy. Sink your teeth into tender brisket, juicy pulled pork, mouth-watering wings, and smash burgers done right. And don't miss what locals call the best patty melt around. Pair it all with one of their 28 flavors of moonshine. Happy hours from 3 to 5 and catch live music every Saturday night. For more updates and their full menu, like Smoke and Shine on Facebook.
This week, it's the one sale pet lovers can't afford to miss. The Pet-tastic Flooring Event at Carpet Weaver's Flooring and Furniture Gallery. First, get a free labor credit on every carpet and floor. Get a $50 labor credit for every 100 feet you buy. Plus, get up to a $1,000 rebate on select Shaw floors, including the Pet Perfect carpet and flooring collections. Ask how you can get free accessories or area rugs with your furniture purchase and buy it all with 2 years financing. The Pet-tastic Flooring Event is going on now at Carpet Weaver's Flooring and Furniture Gallery.
All right, check your sports headlines at ESPN 93.5.
Early tomorrow afternoon, you might want to watch the USA soccer team take on Australia, and there'll be other fans at Pia's. 1609 West Springfield Avenue. San Diego over St. Louis 6-1 yesterday. They'll start up a series against Kansas City at 6:40. Heard here on ESPN 93.5. Cubs over the Rockies 8-6. They've got Toronto tomorrow to start up that series at 1:20 on US 105.9. New York pounded the Chicago White Sox yesterday. The Yankees won 10-5 in that game. 6:05 as that series continues. Just reading about the fog halting play at the U.S. Open. So their tee times are all being rescheduled. Oh, how delightful to be greeted by the challenging weather in New York.
Shinnecock. That's the U.S. Open.
Shinnecock Hills Golf Club in Southampton, New York.
U.S. Open, one of the biggies. So everybody's in it. So it'll be fun to see who can emerge. But that's where the rough is long and it's going to be hard rolling on the green. And
14 competitors had completed a single hole before the suspension and the fog was announced.
Yeah, got to wait for it to go away. It's like sometimes in golf they have frost warnings in some areas of the country. Got to wait it out. All right, that's sports. It's 8:48. Greg's weather next. When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is right here in Champaign-Urbana to help you select the right protection at the right price. Kurt will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. Just call him when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Looking for your new favorite hangout? Head to Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. They're open 7 days a week with daily food specials that keep things fresh and affordable. And Sundays? It's Sunday Fun Day from 1 to 4 with live entertainment that brings the party to life. Don't miss their massive 8,000 square foot patio, perfect for kicking back with friends. Feeling competitive? Jump into their sand volleyball leagues this spring and summer. Co-ed teams, great vibes, and even better memories. Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. Great food, live music, and fun all week long.
Hey, it's Kurt with Lands Heating and Cooling. When you need a new heating and cooling system, Lands makes it easy. We measure your home, we check your ductwork, and we match you with the quiet, efficient, trained system. With Lands, you get the right system at the right price with the right installation. If your system's aging, now's the smart time to choose a high-efficiency trained heat pump and furnace. Schedule a no-pressure, in-home consultation at landsinc.com. And remember, it's hard to stop a train.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Everything working out, unfortunately, as expected yesterday. Soaking rains, late day into the evening. Severe weather over some parts of the area. At least the next 2 or 3 day time frame is drier. A bit on the cool side for the time of year. 2 more rain systems ahead back out of the weekend and late next week as well. Boy, those waterlogged fields will be a problem going forward here in the days and weeks to come. And the cool weather, too. 73 today is about 10 shy of normal. Partly sunny. Maybe a sprinkle comes along and a northwest wind at 12 to 24. Fair to partly cloudy 55 for tonight. Sunny and 77 tomorrow. And a light west-northwest wind. Back into the 50s tomorrow night. Partly sunny, a bit warmer up to 82 with a bit of a south wind for the day on Saturday. A couple of rounds of showers and thunderstorms. Sunday night, more shower activity winding down early Monday. Another inch plus expected in the gauge at 77 for the high on Sunday. Monday high 75. Mid to upper 70s Tuesday and Wednesday. Again, a couple of showers and thunderstorms. High temperatures approaching 80 late next week. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
When the clouds part ways and the storm subsides, you take your first sigh of relief. You're okay. Unfortunately, you must now face the aftermath. The damage caused by tornadoes and severe storms is not only devastating, but costly. In a time of rebuilding, you need someone that's honest, reliable, and most importantly, affordable.
Call the pros at the Dillman Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows. Visit DillmanBrothers.com.
Stevie J here. With Nate Evans of eXp Realty, you'll always get a stress-free sale for the most money.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to theNateEvansGroup.com.
This is Rob Meyer with Provident Financial Group. Unfortunately, there is not a one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is that we can help improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or online at ProvidentFinancialGroupLLC.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Honest, dependable, affordable, to put the Dillman Brothers to work for you.
From roof damage to full replacements, Dillman Brothers gets the job done right and on time. Your new roof will look amazing and bring added value to your home. With us, we will bring generations of experience, so don't let damage linger and become a much bigger problem. Call today for local quality you can trust. Visit us at DillmanBrothers.com.
Call the Dillman Brothers, they'll take care of you.
Big job? Small job? One call does it all with United Rentals in Urbana. With the largest rental fleet in North America, United Rentals has the equipment, tools, and specialty divisions to keep your project moving. Need to buy instead? United Rentals sells new and used equipment, plus offers operator training and a wide variety of machines. United Rentals also inspects and repairs customer-owned equipment. United Rentals helps you get the job done safely, efficiently, and on time.
United Rentals, equipment, expertise, solutions.
We're talking with Riley Kachaturian, realtor with Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group. Do you envision being friends with the people that you close houses with? I mean, does that keep going?
Oh, absolutely. I love getting to check back in with them a couple weeks after, a couple months after, a year later. It's a really cool part that we get to stay with them and be a resource for them, but also to get to be a friend.
All right, as a real estate agent, it's kind of a 24/7. You're thinking about stuff. You got to make this call. You got to check on these questions, and that's okay?
Yeah, I think it's a job that really is kind of a lifestyle. People are trusting you with something really big, and so you want to be available, be ready when they have a question or they're freaking out about something. I want to be the person they text so I can reassure them or provide information.
Riley, how can people reach you?
They can find me online at rkachaturian.coldwellhomes.com or via phone 217-552-5055.
All right, happy birthday, my wife Janet.
Yes, she's awesome.
Thank you. We'll be back tomorrow, God willing, and get the weekend going. And you have a wonderful day, and we will catch up the drive this afternoon with Evan and Curtis back after a ball game yesterday. Preempted them. All right, thanks, Diane.
Enjoy the day.
That's Diane Ducey. I am Stevie J. Thank you for listening. Meet you tomorrow. Have a great Thursday.
Hey, we're looking for a couple of really professional drivers that know the ropes and would like to get a home where they're treated with respect, getting home every weekend, making a good wage, and doing the right thing safely. Yeah.
Awesome. 2 people. All right. And how would they connect with you for that?
They can get me at timo@gftlog.com or 765-793-7131 extension 4, or even my cell phone right now, 765-505-1295.
And then for dedicated diesel off Route 45 on Triumph Drive, as you're driving toward Rancho Bay on the left-hand side, you'll find dedicated diesel. What do you offer there?
Hey, we've got a couple of good mechanics in, trailer mechanic and tractor mechanic right now. We're doing DOT annual inspections, trailer repair, truck repair, just whatever you need, we can take care of.
Wow, that's really nice to know because, we have to drive into some other cities. Not convenient. You can't get all that done here in Urbana at dedicated diesel.
Hi, Mom. Just getting ready to board the plane. No, I'm out of Bloomington, Central Illinois Regional Airport. It's convenient, in and out, short lines, free parking. They fly Allegiant direct to Florida. No, I stopped at their Jetstream Cafe and Bar, got a fresh made smoothie and a burger, but the sandwiches and pizza looked really good. I'm set. I know, Mom. See you shortly. Can't wait to see you too.
Book low-fare Florida vacations on Allegiant at Sierra.com and give Mom a hug for me. Sierra.
Hey golf cart shoppers, tired of the same old golf cart shopping experience? Come over to Midwest Carts in Tuscola, Illinois, where customers rave about unbeatable pricing, massive selection, and full service done right. As the largest Denago golf cart dealer in Illinois, they've got premium new models plus 20 to 30 quality used carts ready to roll at any time. And the best part? Free delivery on new carts anywhere in Illinois or Indiana. Midwest Carts, Tuscola, Illinois. Find them at mwcarts.com.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Your roof is your home's best protection for the elements outside. And that's why Owens Corning Roofing is designed and tested for superior performance. Kramer is a platinum preferred contractor hand-selected by Owens Corning. So start today and get 10% off the best roofing from the best roofing professionals.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
I love our morning routine until the water turns cold.
Maybe the water heater's not a morning person.
Upgrade your mornings with a tankless water heater from Land's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Enjoy hot water when you need it, not just when your tank allows it. Renai tankless systems are energy smart, space-saving, and designed for real life. Call Land's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling and make cold showers a thing of the past.
I'm Troy Lands, and you count on my company because you can count on me.
I've got to clean out this garage. Let's see. What's the cheapest and easiest dumpster service in our area?
Here's what I found. The doggy bag.
Think she's broken. I'm not looking for takeout. Siri, try again.
The doggy bag from Bulldog Disposal in Mahomet.
Doggy bag? What's that?
If you got junk that needs to go, but you don't want the hassle of having an enormous dumpster delivered, grab a doggy bag, keep it as long as you need. They'll come take it away. For more information, just visit bulldoggybag.com.
That's bulldoggybag.com.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Everyone knows when you turn the key and the car won't run? Call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. But did you also know that if you don't have a key and you need it to run, call 367-9481. PDR now performs key cutting with programming. PDR also performs module cloning. Cloning makes that module plug and play, in many cases allowing you to utilize a used module where a new module is no longer available or very expensive. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
You ever notice how 1 yard on the block just looks better? Since 1977, Spring Green has been the locally owned neighborhood lawn care, pest control, and tree care expert right here in central Illinois. Not cookie-cutter treatments, real tailored care from professionals who live and work where you do. So your lawn, greener, your trees, healthier, your backyard, ready for everything spring throws at it? Visit spring-green.com and see what your yard's been missing. Spring Green, local, trusted, growing strong since 1977.
Job today.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the